Okay guys, so what we have here is find the arithmetic series, find the sum. So I have to find out what happens when I add 3 plus 8. Now straight away I know the A value is 3, I know the D value is 8, because it goes up in 5s, doesn't it? 3, 8, 13, alright? Now what's going to happen is it's going to keep going up in 5s all the way until I get all the way up to 248. Now you can go through the long way and just keep, sorry? Oh sorry, D is 5, sorry, excuse me. You could go through the long way of trying to basically add them all together and just keep thinking of the next number, the next number, the next number, and it's going to take you a very long time. Now a quicker way of doing this would be that you obviously just say, okay, my SN formula and my TN formula. Now the last term in the sequence is 248. So what you do is this. You start off with your Tn formula being A plus n minus 1 times D. You say, okay, Tn, guys, is going to be 3, D is 5. So you multiply in and you get 5n minus 5. And then you get 5n minus 2. Now you're on a lot of marks already. Now, T1 is 3, T2 is 8, T3 is 13, Tn is 248, but you have to figure out what term is actually 248. So this means when you substitute in an n value, your answer will be 248. Bring the 2 out the other side, comes a plus 2. When it comes a plus 2, it goes to 250. Your n will therefore be equal to 50. It's the 50th term. T50 is 248. So you basically have to add your first 50 terms together to find out the total sum. So as a result, your whole question is basically find out what is S50. Okay, you use the S formula that's in your tables. Okay. Once you do the S formula, what you're going to do is n over 2 into 2 times A being 6. N minus 1 times D still being 5n minus 5 like it was last time. Then you're going to get n over 2 into 5n plus 1. We haven't quite answered it yet because we still haven't put in n equals 50. So we're going to get 50 over 2 bracket 5 times 50 plus 1. To do this, what you're going to do is you're going to put it all into the calculator as 50 over 2, and then bracket 5 times 50 plus 1, and then once you do that, you'll find out what the first 50 terms will add up to, 6,275. Any questions about this one here? Now guys, this one here, it goes, okay, we have an arithmetic series. It starts off at 10, A equals 10. It also goes up in 10s, so 10, 20, 30. Find an expression for Tn. Okay, easily done. A plus n minus 1 times D, right, equals 10 plus, that's a 10 there, so it's going to be 10n minus 10, and then you're going to get Tn equals 10. Any term you want is 10 times n. So you can find out what T1 is, you can find out what T2 is, you can find out T3 is. Just replace n with any number you want. It's a very easy series, isn't it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's very easy. Now, find Sn. Once again, go to your tables, take down formula, and then all you have to do once you've done this is basically put in your n value. So n over 2, 2 times A is 20, that's a 10, so it's going to be plus 10n minus 10. Put it all in, and you get n over 2 into 10 plus 10n. Okay, just stays there. Leave it there for a minute. So now you know your Sn formula and your Tn formula. So I'll just write the Sn formula up here. N over 2 into 10 plus 10n. That's nothing you haven't done already, right? Nothing you haven't done already. Now, we know Tn is 10n, and we know Sn is n over 2, 10 plus 10n. Now, here's the hard part. Using your expression for Sn, find the sum of natural numbers that are both multiples of 10 and smaller than 2001. What that means is find the sum of natural numbers. What does natural numbers mean? It means that you can't have any negative numbers. Do you understand that? So you have to start off at 10. They want you to find out what 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus dot 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 dot. What's the last number that's a multiple of 10 before 2001? You have to find it all the way up to 2000. And now all of a sudden the question becomes a lot like the question 14 we just did a second ago. Does anybody remember how to do question 14? What you need to find out about 2000? What you need to find out? What term is it? What formula finds out what term it is? So Tn equals 10n. This 10n equals 2000. N will equal 200. You now know that it's n equals 200. The 200 term is 1000. You now have to find out what happens when you add them all together. Hence the language. Find the sum of all the numbers that are both multiples of 10 and smaller than 2001. You have to find out what happens when you add 10, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 2000. What is the answer? Any suggestions on how to do that really fast? Sub in 200 for n in the Sn formula. 200 divided by 2, 10 plus 10 times 200. Now, wouldn't risk that, doing that in my head, okay? So, I will say 200 divided by 2 is 100. I'd save myself a bit of time there. And then I'll just put the rest of it in the calculator. Let that do all the hard work. Wouldn't risk it. 201,000 is the answer. So, 201,000 euro. So, what we have here next, guys, is the general term of an arithmetic series is given by this. Find the a value and find the d value. Very easy. T1 is 2 times 1 plus 5 equals 7. T2, 2 times 2 plus 5 equals 9. A value is 7. D value? D value, anybody? 2. Because there's a gap of 2. If I did T3, it turn into 11, which is another gap of 2. Okay. For what value of n is the sum of the first n terms equal to 160? Now this one's a different type of one. You're going to actually have to do a quadratic equation, okay? So you write down your Sn formula because it says Sn. Then once you do that, you're going to have to put in your a and d values. Shh. Listen, guys, your a and d values. N over 2. What's 2 times a? 2 times a? 14. D is 2. N minus 1 times d? Dennis? 2n minus 2. Pay close attention to this one. This is the first time we've done one like this, okay? Equals 160. Now, what we're going to do here is it's going to be multiply it. 1 second. See the 2n? See the 14 minus the 2? Is 2n plus 12. Multiply in by the n, and what happens? 2n squared plus 12n. Now you got to divide by the 2. What happens when you divide by the 2? 6n equals 160. No, you'd actually end up multiplying it by 2. Because if you have something like this, Sam, x over 2 equals 5. What number divided by 2 equals 5? 10, right? But to get 10, you'd have to multiply the 2 by the 5. In the same way, that 2 would have been brought up to get multiplied by the 160. That's another way of doing it, okay? And then bring over the 160, and what happens then? N squared plus 6n minus 160 equals 0. Make a list for 160. Start off small. 1 and 160, 2 and 80, 4 and 40. Keep going. 5 and, I don't know, 32. 6 and, nothing, 6 doesn't go in. 8 and 20. Do any of them make a 6? Do any of those combinations make a 6? As in, does this combination make a 6? Does that combination make a 6? Does that one make a 6? So we keep going. What about 10? 10 and 16. 10 multiplied by 16 is 160. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of people, you might not have been able to find that. There's always the minus b formula. If you really got stuck, you could always go for the minus b formula and just say like a equals 1, b equals 6, c equals minus 160. That's another way of doing it, if you were to be stuck that way. Now, open up your two brackets. Why does one of them have to be negative and the other one positive? For what reason? The reference number is a minus number. All references that have a minus number have one positive number and one negative number every time. Okay? So what does that make it? N plus 16, n minus 10. N plus 16 equals 0, n equals minus 16. No, that's not it. N minus 10 equals 0, n equals 10. Why can it not be minus 16? Let me explain why. You start off at T1, T2, T3, right? It's impossible to have T minus 16. If you start off at T1 and I go straight to T2, you can't have T minus 16. So the answer by that logic would have to be T10 is the answer, the 10th term. Okay? So if you go back to what you're actually asked, what term does it take? The 10 terms. N equals 10. 10 terms added together will get you 160. Okay. I'm gonna